Good Monday morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot believe that we're already in 2026 and that my kids' winter break is already over. Crazy, crazy. But you guys are listening to Author Talk, and it's just me, Russell, and Valerie today. And we like to kick off the months just catching up and especially the new year. So let me fill you guys in on my whole new year, okay? I know it's only been 5 days. It's been chaotic. So
Yes.
after Christmas, you guys. So we were going to go to my grandmother's. Remember, I told you guys all about it. We were going to have a lot of fun. We ended up not going to my grandmother's. And so Josh wanted to do kind of like a staycation. Not really a staycation because that would have meant that I stayed in College Station. I did not. So we actually booked a hotel room in the Energy Corridor in Houston. We got a city pass and we spent all last week in Houston. We went to NASA, we went to the zoo, we went to the Natural Museum, the Science Museum, sorry. The Children's Museum was doing their rocking New Year's at noon for the kids. So we took the kids there and they partied hard there. And then we got to do the Kima boardwalk. So we got to do all the fun stuff when me and Josh lived in Houston and we weren't making any money. We didn't have any money to do any of these things. So we got to go and do it with the kids, which was a lot of fun to go. And we got souvenirs at each one. But it was nice to say, but I will say I was the most excited. This is how you know that I live in a small ass town, okay? We went to the Cheesecake Factory on Friday before we came home. And I miss that place so much. Not really their food. I miss their cheesecakes. Okay. I'm not even going to lie to you. I miss them so much that I brought one home. But I will say, I got the vanilla bean one and I don't recommend that one. Even for a sweet tooth, it was super sweet. But Meadow was smart and got the Oreo one and we brought it home. And that one was fantastic. So,
Yeah.
But it was a fun little staycation. We got to bring our dogs with us too, which have never stayed in a hotel
That's
room.
cool.
Yeah, they've never stayed in a hotel room or anything like that. So it was an interesting new adventure for us, but they did really good. And, we had to have one that had an indoor pool so the kids could swim. But, it was fun and it was different. And we haven't had like a family vacation in such a long time. So to go and just do it and do it in Houston to do all the things that we didn't get to do when we lived there was a lot of fun. So it was fun and chaotic. Houston is Houston. I've actually never been to the Energy Corridor. So I guess that's Katy. I've actually never been there. So it was fun to kind of experience that side of Houston that, we never went to. So fun times. But what all did you guys do? Valerie, why don't you go first and tell us what all you did? How was your New Year's? What all did
New
you
Year's, I was just grateful. I had gotten the stomach flu right after Christmas, and I was like, no. And we had bought tickets to this dinner down by the beach for New Year's, and we were like, am I okay today? Am I okay today? And then just right on on New Year's Eve, it was like, I think I'm okay. So,
thank yes, you can have your drink, says Russell would say.
I
That
didn't
way you
cook
could
my
still
dinner. It was, yeah, because they had like a special menu and everything, and I didn't I was like, don't get this anything spicy, but it was prime rib, so it was good. But and just water, just Sprite, just going really slow. But it was great just to be able to celebrate and actually eat and go there and not be sick, and
Yeah.
because it had hit half the family right after Christmas. So I was like, "Yay, I'm home free." No, no.
No, that's
It's okay.
terrible. Ugh.
Yeah, who knows where it came from, but it was the family who came from San Antonio, so maybe it was them.
There you go. There you go. Blame us, San
San Antonio
Antonians.
bug.
Okay?
Yeah, but it was great. We were able to stay at the beach for a while and just relax and regroup and all that. I love that I love winter at the beach just in general because hardly anybody's there. The tide's way out and you can just walk, and it wasn't freezing cold, so you could actually enjoy it. And then we came back and started packing all the Christmas away, which just finished all that yesterday. That is such a chore. It's so much fun putting everything up, but then putting it away is like a bear because my daughter's due date is coming next Monday, and she's at the
Ooh.
doctor today. And I'm like, I want to have everything done just in case the baby comes like any minute now. And
Right.
so we're ready. We're ready for all of it.
I love it. So you're gonna have an exciting like kickoff to the new year, even though you had a really bad kind of end to it because all y'all were sick, but you'll have an exciting kind of kickoff, which is
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I love it. I can't wait to see photos of it. You're gonna be such a great like grandma. I'm so excited about it.
Oh
It's gonna
yeah, I'm
be great.
excited.
Yeah. Russell, my sick friend, what did you do?
I got words written for
Ooh.
my next
That's
book.
awesome.
I got a lot of words written. Uh, it is typical first draft, which means that it's crap, but it's not something you go back and fix. You just keep going forward.
Right.
So I got a lot of words written. I'm very happy with the way the book started. Very happy. It's about freaking time, right? It's about
Yes.
freaking time.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Uh, I'm starting the book uh, in a weird way. Uh,
Okay.
I'm starting it. I decided that I was going to get the book started by having a reporter interview a writer who wrote a book uh, called Murder by Storm. And the author is a very snotty, pretentious Maryland's all. That's where I stopped talking. But
Oh.
it really gets the book. The interview really gets the book started with the readers knowing exactly what's going on.
Cool.
Nice. Okay. I'm glad that you
Mhm.
got more words done. Oh, Russell, I have to tell you this because, I listen to you when you talk on our shows. And so when I went to Houston, I guess I was by Memorial, which again, you guys, I didn't venture into Houston, but I went to the Memorial City Mall and I saw the ice skating rink that you talked about that you took your granddaughter to. And there were like people sitting there. I mean, there were people sitting there watching, but they had like, I guess people that ice skate, like their trainers were there. So we got
Right.
to
Mhm.
see that. And then when we were going finally to lunch, okay, I finally got my Cheesecake Factory lunch after this. But
Oh,
when we were
that's where you went
going,
to the Cheesecake Factory.
yeah, because our hotel
Yes.
was like 7 minutes from there. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And so when we went and did that, then we were coming back to go to lunch because we went to that playground, the indoor one that's for like little
Yes.
kids. Yeah.
Remember, I let my granddaughters play there this summer
Yeah.
when I was babysitting them and it was
Yeah,
raining.
my
Yeah.
kids play there too.
Oh my gosh. So we got to go there, which was a lot of fun. But then when we were coming back, they had that machine that like wets the ice, you know? I don't Josh
Uh-huh.
knew what it was called, some fancy name that I
Zamboni?
don't know.
Is it
Yeah,
Zam
there you
Yes.
go.
Yes.
So the kids got to see that too, which was cool. Like it was a lot of firsts for them too. But I was like, holy crap, this is where Russell took his granddaughter to go ice skating. Now I actually know. Like I can see it. I don't know. It was
Yes.
cool
I
for
live
me.
like 3 blocks from there.
Oh man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've never been on that side of town. Like the Kima area, when we went to the Kima boardwalk, it was like, and it's not going home for me because I mean, I wasn't born there, but it was like familiar because I mean, we
Yeah.
spent
It's one of
5
your old
years there.
homes.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
spent 5 years there, so it was like, I don't know, it was fun to kind of do. And then NASA, we lived like 2 minutes from NASA, never went to it.
Mhm.
So it was fun, but I thought it was cool. I was like, Josh, this is where Russell takes his granddaughter's ice skating. He was like, what? It was a
Right.
fun thing. It was a fun conversation. I'm glad that you got words in though, Russell. That makes me super happy.
Mhm. Mhm.
It
Because
does.
you could,
Just getting
because
started is the
I
hardest part.
I could feel tension building, but Amy wouldn't actually mention it. But I could tell that she was thinking about it as time goes on.
I am a very nice person, but he does, you do leave me wanting more from your books. And I just
Mhm.
patiently wait. But you know what else makes me super excited, you guys, is all of our listeners over the years. I believe now, Russell, we are in what, 10 years? I
Yeah.
believe. Oh my gosh. It's been so much fun. And to see the evolution of Author Talk has been so much fun to do. But I want to thank all of our listeners, our viewership over the years, last year, kicking off this new year with us. We love you guys deeply. We thank you guys so much. We're top 10 independent book podcasts on Good Pods. We're on Spotify, Amazon Music, anywhere that you can find a podcast and listen to it. We are there. Type in Author Talk, look for Crimson Red and Gold. If you want to watch us, you can go to our YouTube channel, our Facebook group, any one of our social media channels, and you can engage and watch us. I tend to be very animated. I don't have a poker face. Me and Valerie get along so well for that. I talk a lot with my hands. So feel free to come on over, leave us a comment, engage with us. We absolutely love to engage with you guys. But we are also just so grateful that it's made it like 10 years. Like I say this quite frequently. And I mean it. This was Russell's like dream and idea that he had popped over to Sandy, and him and Sandy had started it. And I was their video person that would chime in when they would talk crap about me. I would chime in, and we used to go down to his place at the time in Houston and film it. And now it's kind of become what it is. But it's a bittersweet moment for me because I remember when Russell had this idea and we wanted to start it. And now kind of where it is 10 years later is just like a wonderful thing for me. So it's great to kind of see the evolution of it. So thank you guys for 9 years. We're on 10, going strong, and we just absolutely love it. So thank you, all of you, for listening and viewing with us. But I'm dying to know, because we ended last year talking about your dark romances. Have you read one yet? I mean, I know I have sent you examples and good ones to read. Are you ever going to read one? What is your status on that?
Okay, I'm not in the foreseeable future. Number one, because I'm midway through the book Rome, which is I've actually shown on this show before. I'm about halfway through it. It's thousands of pages long. It's about the 3,000 years of history of Rome.
Wow.
Holy cow.
So, and I reread pages in it because I'm always looking for mistakes they've made or omissions they've made, because that makes me feel better about myself, right? When I catch them doing it. So I'm reading that. And then I have a book on Parisian art at the turn of the 1900s, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to read that. So I have quite a few books to go to, but I probably won't read. I won't probably try one of those until I finish this book. And from my history of reading romance, I never finish one of those books. I get about 4 or 5 chapters in and I'm done with it.
Why? Do you just get bored, or you're just like, nah, I'm not feeling it?
It's just not my cup of tea.
Oh, then you're not reading the right one.
I'm more interested in the cultural dynamics around it. That's what really has me spellbound, is the cultural dynamics. The behavior of the population that loves it. It's just fascinating to me. And I think I don't know what it says about the world we live in. I don't know what it predicts about the world we live in, but it's just fascinating to me.
I don't know if you guys watch.
I care about people.
Do you watch Law and Order SVU? Okay, because we were catching up on some. I was like, oh, there's some episodes I think we missed, and we were watching it, and one of them was about a dark fantasy romance writer, and then there was a whole murder involved and everything. But I was like, and now it's infiltrated that because the author was recruiting girls that it was a mess. But anyway, I was like, hold on, that made it into a mainstream show.
Yeah. Well, so I always tell people, and it's come up in conversations recently for me, right? Working with all kinds of authors, right? All genres of authors, right? Is like, see what romance authors are doing. Because honestly, romance authors, and I know like People are going I'm probably going to get crap for this, but it's true. Romance authors dominate every platform. Like
Why
every
would you get
platform.
crap for that? That's true.
Well, because you
They
have
dominate sales. They dominate
well,
the
they do.
platforms.
Well, yeah, but there's some platforms they just dominate that you shouldn't be on, right? Like I'm going to tell people if you're not a romance author or like an action adventure that has romance in it, you shouldn't be promoting your books on TikTok because romance, dark romance specifically, and mafia romances, which are tied into the action packed adventure section on TikTok, dominate. Like no one's getting traction outside of that, right? They dominate. And then you're having these older ones.
Well, except for that old man. Remember that story about a year
Well,
ago where that old
but he
man?
wasn't on TikTok, an influencer had
No.
posted it.
Yes.
Yeah, which is different, right? But like think about these old books, right? Like Colleen Hoover's books, which were older, are now coming back because you had book talk
Mhm.
influencers talking about it. And then you had the Twisted Love series, which to be completely honest with, if you go and actually read the reviews and watch the book talk reviewers, is not the best. And it got a Netflix deal, right? So they're going back to older books, not necessarily newer books that are coming out that people are just now like creating a lot of buzz and traction about. But romance authors dominate in like all realms of it. I mean, the way that they promote, how they promote on social media channels, right? Mimicking those. But their books are just beautiful. Like I showed you guys some ones that had like the pink foil on it and then the decorative sides.
I actually posted during the holidays a picture
I
of
saw that.
a yes, dark romance book, and no, it was a Harry Potter book that
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
that they're adopting the decorations of book covers from dark romance, and I actually took a picture of that in the bookstore and posted it on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Well, I mean,
mhm,
I've
mhm.
looked at them for because, the sales of hardback books are down. Okay. Like they're super expensive. Nobody's really buying hardback books. They're maybe buying paperback, but it's all ebook and audiobooks, right? Like romance genre in general, just across the grid, had totally changed that because they have paperbacks that have the painted edges or the design edges, but then they have their hardbacks the same and they're not stupidly priced, right? I'm not paying $60 for a hardback. I'm paying like 20, 25 for it, but I can get a paperback that has the same design on it. And they're beautiful to look at on your bookshelves, right? Which is why,
Mhm.
I mean, we all know a cover makes you flip the book over, it sells the book, right? So you definitely judge the book by the cover and then the back matter on it. But it's like you also want them to look pretty on your shelf if you have a lot of them. And the way that they have them displayed in the back and they're limited editions or they're pretty, I mean, they're just dominating all avenues of it. And like,
Mhm.
if you go and look at traditionally published books, right, like the bigger ones and stuff, not the whole lot of them don't do this, the designed edges or the spray painted edges or the,
Mhm.
broken bindings. They don't do a whole lot of those. And like, they should. That's why most romance authors nowadays are going the independent or small press route because they're doing those things. I mean, I showed you Amazon is printing those books off, right? So, I mean, I think whatever they're doing should be mimicked 100% on all genres. Fantasy would be fantastic to have, especially if you had dragons or swords. To have swords
Yeah.
on the side would be great. If you did psychological thrillers, like Lights Out is a dark romance book that it's not really dark, but we'll go with it for the sake of the conversation. And it has like that mask and stuff. You can do the same thing similar for psychological thrillers. You can have knives on the side or whatever, and it's appealing. It's eye appealing. People will pay more money. I was looking at those books that are like limited edition, and I showed you the one that like is super hard to get. It's like $175 to get this book because it's like super. I don't know. It's like rare. It's like red painted. It's beautiful. I'm not going to spend it, but still, it's beautiful. Like I think just mimicking what they do is how you should start it. But trends and everything are changing. Like, and TikTok
Mhm.
has, we used to always talk about social media, right? And it was like, started off, it changed every 9 months and it went to 6 and it was every 3 to 6. And now it feels like every 3 weeks it's changing, right? It's just constantly changing. If you're not doing videos and you're not doing constant advertisements and running ads and doing all these things, it's
Okay,
difficult.
I know it's different in romance because people watch those TikToks, But outside romance, I just do not believe that videos about your book. I mean, how did that work?
No, I mean, that's what people wanna see. They wanna see the book trailers. They wanna see I mean, not necessarily an AI, that's super obvious, that's an AI video or, like, scene of your book, but they wanna have the catchy music in the background with page turning, and then it has, the highlighted page of your book. Like you have a photo of the page of the book and you have highlighted scenes, and it's good to catchy music. That's what people are doing. Hell, that's what I'm doing. This is why I read like 6 or 7 books at a damn time, because I get sucked into these ads and they're all different genres. I mean, you have werewolves, I have a fantasy, which is new for me. I have, several dark romances. But like this is how
Mhm.
I get sucked into them. Like it's just these ads that go on, and the copy is a catchy part of the story where you're just like, "Oh shit,
Mhm.
what happened?" And then they leave you on a cliffhanger, and then you're like, "Well, hell, now I need
Mhm.
to go figure out what happened, because you're not going to leave me on a cliffhanger, because no one likes to be left on a cliffhanger." Right? So
Absolutely.
like they dominate all avenues of that. And so that's why I'm saying that every genre needs to do things like that appeal to their target market. But videos is
Mhm.
just what people don't have attention spans anymore like they used to. Like they just they just don't. So you got to
Yes,
give it to
yes,
them quick in like
so true.
30 to 45 seconds, put it on a loop, and then make it, where they want to read the copy for it. But yeah, I mean, the attention span isn't there because of TikTok. So it's just across all genres, Russell. We have to get creative with it. But Valerie, what plans do you have this year? Are you going to try different markets? Are you going to try the same markets? What is your tactic
Um,
for the year?
Well, I've been doing a lot of research on school proposals, trying to get some more appearances for that. And I did, try some new markets last year, which I felt like that was a great thing to do because then I'm reaching new audiences. So I'll keep doing more research on that. And then I've got my 5th book written, but I feel like I need to revise it one more time. I don't know when as authors, we want to keep revising it, and then I'm gonna start pitching. Um, and if I get impatient, then I'll just self-publish because I'm kind of impatient like that. And but what's crazy is that, like you were saying, like things change like every 3 weeks or so, and I'm like, it's been 2022 since I published the last book, and like, I feel like I need to like get reacquainted like with the whole marketing thing. And then that was one thing I wanted to do while over the holidays, was like redesign my business card, redesign my marketing material on my table, redesign maybe just how I'm marketing things on Instagram, just taking new approaches because I, you don't want to get passed up. And then even so many things, just so many things you want to
Valerie.
do. Yeah.
So what do you mean by pitching? What are your plans on that?
Just pitching to other publishing houses with a query, possibly for my book.
Oh,
I don't
so where are
know.
you going to find these publishing houses? What's your
Uh,
strategy? I mean, tell the
I
listeners a little bit about what's going on there.
well, it's kind of what I did a long time ago. I just go through and see, who's in my genre, who's accepting what. Is there a deadline? Because a lot of publishing houses will say we are accepting, we're not accepting, or all kinds of different things like that. Just I pull together a list and then start making the queries one by one, um, and just see how it goes. But I'm a very impatient person, so I don't know if I can
I
wait for
mean,
the
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I'm a very biased person, I guess. But
so,
like, I don't know. I think if I were to ever publish a book, which we all know I'm never going to do, but if I ever was going to publish a book, I am like 99.8% sure I would self publish, just because I
mhm,
want control over what goes
yes.
out. You
And
know what
and
I'm
then see, I
saying?
think I'm kind of spoiled by that, Amy, because I've had control for 10 years. And I'm
Yeah.
like, could I really do that? I don't know. I don't know. And
Well,
I
I
know
mean,
what
like,
Of,
how to.
of course you can. I mean, you publish stuff in the newspaper all the time. Of course you can.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what's the benefit, right? what is the benefit of having someone else publish your book versus you besides costs, right? Because they're going to take your
Right.
royalties. They're going to want it to look the way they want it to look, that they say is going to work.
Mm-hmm.
You're still going to have to push it and market it just as hard. And you're going to have to go through them to get copies of it, to run any kind of
Mm-hmm.
promotion on it, right? So, like, to me, those are all negative things because I'm like, well, I want to promote it how I want it to look the way I
Mm-hmm.
want it to look. I don't want to have to go through you to get copies and pay you for the copies. I want to just go on and get the author price of it. And
Yeah, and
to
I
me,
don't know if I
like,
could actually work with a I in my
right?
mind I'm like I could do that, but can I do
Yeah, of
that?
course you
I'm kind
could.
of
You can work
set
with
in my ways.
anyone.
I'm
You're a good person, Valerie. You're a sweet person. You're cooperative. You can work with anybody.
You could.
I
You could do it.
that's my goal. That's my goal. But just maybe I just thought for the fifth book, maybe it just try something different just because. But Amy, just like for all those reasons you said too, I'm like kind of got set in my ways and the way I'm doing it,
I
and it's kind of
know.
nice.
I'm biased though, Valerie. Don't take what I
No,
say. I'm biased.
no, and and all these things just like more like Ingram Sparks has changed the way they do things and just different all these things I feel like I'm like, wait, I really need to re-educate myself on a whole bunch of things
Man,
too.
listen, if you're gonna do anything, I would not put your book up on Ingram. Like, I mean, I would do draft to digital. Your fees will be less because they use Ingram as their distributor, but like you're not gonna
Hmm.
get hit. I mean, there are so many people towards the end of the year that just get hit with huge fees and they didn't even make that
Hmm.
much from the book and they're having to pay out more fees.
Hmm.
So, like, I am very
Exactly.
much like an anti Ingram Sparks person.
But
I
see,
like
and that's the thing
simple.
I don't know because I've been out of the loop in the publishing
Yeah.
side for so
No.
long. And
Yeah.
then I just need to be like, hello, get re-educated again on
Yeah.
just diving back in head first.
Draft to digital does it distributes all the same places that Ingram does. Because like I said, they use Ingram as their distributor. Like if you got like a local
Hmm.
buy or whatever, they're gonna go through
Hmm.
Ingram to do that. And so your royalty splits from them will be different, right? Not that you would make a whole lot off of Ingram, anyways, but they distribute everywhere that you're doing, but you don't have to deal with the hassle and everything of Ingram. But I'm telling you, and I mean, whether people want to listen to me or not, it's fine. The majority of your book sales, the majority of your money is going to come from Amazon sales. Like it's just the
Hmm.
nature of the game, it's the reality. Or you'll make the most money selling books like you do at your table, at events, you're going to make the most money. But like most of
Hmm.
your sales are going to come from Amazon. That's just where people go. Like
Hmm.
I mean, I know some people that still go to Barnes and Noble, but like to be completely honest, I don't. I walked in there one time to like just see what their displays were and everything, and like it was kind of for me it was hard to navigate, but there wasn't a whole lot of people in there, and the people that were in there were in the coffee shop working. They weren't necessarily looking for books and doing those kinds of things. So I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
it's just the way that things are right now. Like they either are going to buy it
Hmm.
in person because you've sold it to them, or they're going to go look online for it because you are part of a Kindle countdown or whatever. And then they buy your ebook. Then they're like, oh, look how pretty this book is. And then they're going to go and pay for the paperback to put on their bookshelf because I am one of those people that does that. So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like, to me, it just seems like a waste to want to be everywhere. Like, I'm not going to Walmart and requesting in person for a book that's online. I'm not buying books from Walmart, to be completely honest. I might do Target because they're the only store that I've seen that has the painted designed edges for some books. So
Hmm.
I might do those, but I'm going to Amazon for primarily all of my books. So I mean, it's just like that's just the way things are going. So that would just be my advice to you. I would save the money in
Yeah,
hassle.
yeah. But does Draft to Digital do children's books with illustrations?
What was it? My daughter was talking.
I see them. I see them. They're so cute. Yeah, does Draft to Digital do children's books with illustrations?
Yeah, it does all kinds of books. And so that's why I'm saying it's not one that's like limited. It may be in like limited in terms of like where all they're going to distribute it. If it's like somewhere specific that you're wanting, you may have to manually upload there. But like that's
Hmm.
100% where I would go if it was me
Yeah.
to avoid the Ingram fees and stuff. That's what I would
Yeah,
do.
and see that's I don't know what I don't know. That's basically it. Just, get jumping back in like cold turkey almost.
Yeah. It would be like cold turkey kind of thing. But I think it's also just like, I don't know, you have a lot of people. Of course, I left my door open. Okay, whatever. You do
No,
have
we all saw you did not leave your door open. They
Yeah,
opened it and
creeped
snuck in
in.
behind you.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I know. And my office is dirty. I'm going to rearrange my office. So just don't judge it. Okay. Just this is
I've
how I'm
judged it
rocking
for
the
a
new
long
year.
time. It's a wrap.
He has judged it
I've
for a
been
long time.
judging for a long time.
Anyways, Russell. Anyways, I don't. You have a lot of people that are like, anti Amazon. They won't buy books or anything from
Yeah.
Amazon. But the reality of it is just like 98% of sales are going to come from there, or they're going to come from your table. Like, not very many people are going to Barnes and Nobles anymore unless you have limited editions exclusive to them. I mean,
Mhm.
some, like I said, I would probably buy a book from Target because it has those design edges. It's the only retail store that I've seen that has that. Um,
Mhm.
but I mean, it's just like not being afraid of being like, yeah, no, like I'm just going to be on Amazon. That's where I'm going to make your most money, right? Because their royalty
Mhm.
splits are going to be better. You're going to make your most money there. And, it's going to be print out like a quality thing, a quality book
Mhm.
in either
Mhm.
way. But you can also use a different printer. Like you can use Lulu too if you want to sell directly from your website, but do it more of like a print on demand instead. You can have the link hooked up to Lulu and then they'll ship it and mail it out for you and you don't have to use Ingram and it's significantly cheaper. I mean, they'll do calendars, coloring books, all kinds of stuff that you want to do. Like there's different options out there and Ingram is just the biggest distributor in North America, which is why everyone tends to go there. But like I'm a firm believer that they're just out to screw authors because they take a lot of money from authors and authors aren't
Mhm.
making that much money from them. So I would steer
That's
away
too
from
bad.
them as much as possible.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're just like you pay to upload your book with them. It's like $25 for your ebook, 25 for your paperback, or you can do a bundle. Draft to digital isn't going to cost you that. Lulu doesn't cost you that. Amazon doesn't cost you that, right? So that just doesn't make any sense to me. But I mean, I hear
No.
all these horror stories, and I've seen them too, right? With people that I work with. I mean, they're getting hit with these 4, 5, 6, $2,000 bills at the end of the year,
That's
from
crazy.
return. Yeah, because you to get into bookstores, right? Your books have to be returnable, right? Or they're not going to take them. Like that's just the nature of the game. They're not going to take them. So they have to be returnable. So it's like, okay, so then let's say they order a case of books and the case of books is like 25 books, right? And let's say you only sell like 6 or 7 of them. They're going to return the rest of those books. So then you
Mhm.
have to pay for those books, them to be returned, to be destroyed, and then
Oh
like
my
the
God.
shipping, right? So if you pay that per book, like that adds up. So and if you have like a
Mhm.
national buy and not all of those books sold, you're going to be out a ton more money than they paid you for that
That's
national
crazy.
buy, right? It just doesn't make any sense
And
to do
that's
that.
not in the author budget. I'll tell you that right now.
No, and so like I know everyone's big dream is to have like a big national buy or be like in all these stores and stuff. And like if you're a traditionally published author, it makes sense. Like your publishing house is going to be guaranteed that spot. If you're an indie author, it's not all it's cracked up to be because it's going to cost you a hell of a lot more money than they're going to pay you because those babies
True.
got to be returnable because they're going to want them on Ingram. They're going to be returnable and then you're going to get hit with this massive bill come like September, October is when they send them out. And like they'll
Oh,
threaten to lock your account, do all this stupid stuff. But like you're going to get hit with a massive bill. Like it's just not all it's cracked up to be. You're going to make more money selling at a table or being on Amazon. That's just my 2
crazy.
cents.
Yay. Well, I feel like
Yeah.
I've been doing the smart thing all along.
See? I'm telling you. You have more creative control. Your books can look how you want. I'm telling you. I
Yes,
would just
yes.
push everyone to do it. But, I don't know. Self-published has its crazy twerks too, right? With AI, which is like taking over everything. It's taken over Josh, right? He's just like a huge fan of Gemini, right? But you have people now that are writing those books like they're not writing them. It's just AI writing them, right? So then you have conversations about how do you trademark or copyright something
Mhm.
that you didn't actually write, so then you're having to talk to lawyers
True.
about how to do that. And then it's like, well, your book cover is like 20% AI generated. And it's like, well, yeah, like I can't draw. So what are you supposed to do? So it's a bunch of different AI avenues,
Mhm.
which has caused a lot of problems recently. So
Russell, what are your thoughts on all this?
Well, I believe in adaptability. Therefore, I'm pushing as far into AI as an old man like me can do. So I
Mhm.
use AI every day on something. I found a bunch of pictures of like my children 30 years ago, and I'm scanned them in this weekend when I was resting from writing and told AI what I wanted them to look like. And they came out these new pictures of my children 30 years ago. It's spectacular.
Yeah, it's
And uh, I remember thinking I needed to tell you guys this. So someone sent me a email, and basically I had AI rewrite my gruff, not very nice answer into a polite, professional answer, and it was so much better. And I remember laughing, saying, "Wow, way to hide! AI can actually help you hide your worst characteristics." I need to tell uh, Amy and Valerie this
Yeah.
because you can laugh at me,
Man,
because
yeah.
it's my
You,
worst nature. I remember one time I had an attorney send me this 3-page letter of demanding this and demanding that on a case. And I sent him a 1-word letter back. That's back when before emails. And it
yeah.
was, "Dear such and such, no. Sincerely, Russell Little."
nice.
That's my nature. With AI, it can make me sound so much more professional and nice, especially in the new world.
Yeah. Dina
I believe
uses
in
it a
AI.
lot. Dina uses it in her emails a
Oh,
lot.
Dina needs to use it. And Dina, I hope you're listening to this. Let me say this. Dina needs to use it for the same reason I need to use it.
Yes, she uses it and it makes her sound so sweet, but I
When
know her
I
true
know
nature.
Dina's like, "Hell no." And I don't know how AI would translate that, but it would. And you can tell it to be nice and it would.
Yeah,
That's
I think
so
it's a good
funny.
thing. I think it's a good thing to embrace. I mean, I think if it cuts down on stuff and gives you a polished product in terms of book covers,
Hmm.
I don't think all of your book covers should be AI generated. I think there are still elements that you should do. But I mean, I think if it cuts down, it produces a nice, quality product. It prints up nice and everything. I don't see a
Hmm.
reason not to. And it's really, I mean, everyone was like, oh, those are being really frowned upon. They're really not. Like more people are more open to it. Amazon now just wants you to clarify how much of it
Okay.
was AI and where you got it, and just
I can tell
so
you
they know.
this as we talk, though, those little children's short stories that I wrote,
Mhm.
I'm going to get AI to do caricature drawings for those.
Ooh, that would be
Oh, that would
cool.
be great.
You should
Yeah.
use Sora, Sora.
Okay,
Type
you're already
in
past my competency. You've
no,
already
you can
passed
do
it.
this. You
I'm
can do
like
this.
Chat GPT. That's
Keep
what
going,
I
Amy.
am.
I'm writing
I
this
know.
down.
But Sora, Sora. It's an extension of like Gemini. I'll email you the link, Russell. But you should type in Chat GPT. Russell can give you the prompt for it and it can create those little videos of those short stories that you made. And so I mean, you can have it have whatever duration you want it to be, but like it'll create these little ones. And I mean, it's fantastic. I think I'm gonna send it. I will send you the link to it with my login because I don't know how many things on there, but like that way you can play with it because it's visually appealing, which is what people want to see, but it brings your books to life.
Oh, that is
So
so cool because
I'll send it.
that is
Russell,
one of
you
my
can do
goals.
it.
Yeah, that is one of my goals too, to get my books on YouTube because I was like, I use that all the time in class when I'm teaching. I'll like, what mentor text am I doing? And I'll go find it. And there's like 10 people who've already read it and videoed it. And I'm like, why haven't I done this for my own books? It's because time and then because,
Yeah.
just
But
skill or whatever.
this like cuts down on it on top of it. But I mean, hell, even Canva has AI integrated within it. They have their own AI
Exactly.
system that'll help you with images,
Hmm.
with wording and everything. So like it's not going away. So I mean, Amazon's embraced it. They just want to know what like AI programs like Midjourney, for graphics and stuff that you're using and how much of it was, so they can like, what is the word? They have to like disclose that, but I mean that's everyone that's embracing. So I don't know why people are like
Exactly.
stuck in the old ways. There's just new ways of doing stuff. Now you can go overboard with it, like Josh. Josh is like full on in the deep end, just overboard. Like I don't think he can function without it. Like,
Oh my
Well, he may use it the way I use it, which I use it instead of Google now.
I mean, he does do that, but like our vacation, our staycation that we went on, it like helped it. He like went into it and it was like, okay, so I'm at the zoo. What's the most optimal way to like get through the zoo? And it like told him the best like way to do it with a 5 and 6 year
Oh
old.
yeah,
oh wow.
absolutely. I think
Yeah.
it's how I diversify my workout every week.
Yeah. So he does that and then like how to decorate his office, right? For like functionability or whatever. He took a photo of it and then it told him what to get and everything. So like he's like full on dived into it. I use it for like shortcuts and to help to help me and stuff. But I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we're just different. But you can just go full on in the deep end and AI runs your life. So you do have to be careful with it, you guys. But I think it should be something that's embraced. But don't let it write your entire book. That's my problem with AI is you have a lot of people now that are self-publishing that are just throwing up an AI book. You have them on these like app-based novels that I read. It's a ripoff of someone else's book, So like that's the downfall of it. But I mean, I think we should just
Well,
embrace it.
and I think Amy, you're part of the Facebook groups on Amazon on I'm sorry, on the Facebook groups on that discuss all the self-publishing and KDP and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And just people are vicious. They're just like, well, you should have hired a real illustrator, or you should have done this, or you should have done that. Why did you let AI take over your whole book? And it's people are just, they want to. It's a whole discussion out there for sure.
Yeah, I think it's like I don't
Okay, we should have an interview with ChatGPT on the show,
we should. We should. I think it's
asking
one
it
that
questions about its functionality.
we should. We should. But I think, Valerie, like to your point, I think being an author, in my opinion, is a very like you have to be emotionally strong, I feel like, to be an author and to be successful at it because
Mhm.
you have to be okay with the fact that you're not going to make everyone happy no matter what you do. Someone's going to give
Mhm.
you shit. Like they're going to leave you a
Oh,
terrible review or they're going to talk crap about it. Like not everyone's going to like it and that's fine. So I think it's like one of the most like emotionally hard like
yeah.
career paths or hobbies to go down because it's just that's what's going to happen. Like if you go into being an author thinking everyone's going to love your stuff and no one's going to hate it, then you're setting yourself up for failure because people are
True.
going to hate
True.
it.
Yeah, because I mean, even if I've been at markets and they're like, "Well, why didn't you write a book about this?" Like on my Listen series, the travel series with the family,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Well, I really didn't think about going to Nigeria or this or that." Or like, I can only do one story at a time. Or they're like, "Why didn't you do it this way?" Or "Why did you do this way? Why didn't you include this character?" I was like, "Why don't you write a book?"
Right?
I don't know.
That's like your
No, she
nicest
wouldn't say
I
that,
answer.
Amy, because Valerie's nice, so she would never say that even if she thought it.
See,
That
the
but
sounds
I was
like
just I
something
just am
I
like,
might say it, but Valerie's a nice
Russell would say
person.
you need like me or Russell there with you because then I've been like, wow, man, you have so many questions. I feel like you need to take a deep dive and write a book yourself to answer all those.
Or, you could say something like, stop talking.
You could you could do that too.
and I always go like, maybe next time, or
Yeah.
something. Just
I know. I feel like the best lie that you could do has been like, oh, I have so many on my, TBW
so many
list
ideas.
that it's
Yes.
on there. I just haven't gotten there yet,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. If you wanted to be nice, you could
Oh,
do.
it's funny though. Yeah, people always have something to say.
Yeah. They're always going to have something to say. So you just have to be okay with it. Like it's just always going to
Yeah, go with
happen.
the flow.
Just yeah, just write it out for sure. But
Mhm.
you guys, I think 2026 is going to be a fantastic year. I think we're going to see growth in
Yes.
hopefully more spray painted, designed, broken bound books is my hopeful. Hopefully I'm going to get some of those on my bookshelf. I'm going to reorganize my office at some point. I'm Josh will with Gemini, I'm sure. But I think 2026
The
is going to be
optimum.
a great year. Yeah.
Yeah, get Josh to ask it, how do we make Amy's background not look like crap.
I mean, we're getting there. Okay. I'm just finally like settling into my house and gonna decorate. It's just been a year.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna rearrange all this too. It's just too much.
Thank God.
Dude,
I know it's too much.
it's just life. But I think 2026 is going to be a fantastic year. It's our 10th year, so it has to be a great year. So everyone, we hope that everybody has a fantastic Monday, a great start to 2026. And until next week, bye for now, everybody.